The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, guys. Dijon, Aspen, Ray. Guys, good morning. Chris, Jacques, Roland, Jeff, fellas, good morning, good morning, good morning. Raymond, Randy, and Sue. John, good morning. Guys, it is Tuesday morning, January 5th. I was a minute late. My sincere apologies. Guys, good morning. 3688 quarter. What's that? Ray, I missed something. John, good morning. Renzo. Oh, ES. Oh, you're long 88 quarter. Okay, got it. I sees it now. Guys, gold is turning up. I will quickly get my gold bot on. He's already watching order flow, is he? Nice job. Guys, yesterday was a terrific day. For those of you folks that are here on trial, well, if you get above 95, you're going to 3701, just to give you kind of a final target. For those of you that are here on trial for the week, good morning and welcome back to the room. I know yesterday was probably a lot to, good morning, Bill, or William. I know yesterday was probably a lot to digest. I promise you it will get easier throughout the week. Today I'll explain a little bit more and, show you guys a few different things and kind of go over some of the same ground that we have gone through, just to kind of further cement what it is that we're actually doing. I agree, Ray. Yeah, you will this morning, William. My programmer will send that to you. In any event, fellas, good morning. We'll see what we can come up with today. Let's just quickly take a spin. Good morning, Kirk. Take a spin around and see what the heck we've got. NASDAQ, small net sellers, 370 net selling overnight. Tim, good morning. 380 net sellers overnight in the NASDAQ. Nothing nothing of any consequence. We do have 6,200 net sellers in the ES overnight. Looking at crude, we've got 2,800 buyers in crude. We do have sellers in the Russell, small overnight, nothing insignificant. A couple of hundred net sellers overnight in the Good morning, Hubba Hubba. Let's see what else I see. Gold, about 1,100 net buyers in gold. Take a quick look at the good morning. Hey, Chuck. Nice to see you again. Where you been? Guys, quickly looking at the markets, they are flat. Dow futures are down 5 points. Good morning, Samuel. S&P futures are off 2 handles. NASDAQ down 4.5 points. Russell is off 4 ticks. VIX futures are up 1 1/3% at 26.62. And VIX cash is up 2%, just over at 27.54. So the VIX is rising. Gold is up another $6. Crude is up 79 cents. Natural gas is actually up 4% today. I have not paid much attention to natural gas. I should. They are calling for snow. That's right, snow here in the South on Friday and Sunday. You won't be able to find a Milky Way at a gas station if we get 1/4 of an inch. In any event, guys, we're here. We'll do what we do day in and day out, which is usually make money. That story from yesterday relative to Iran hitting a military base with a lot of casualties. I've not been able to verify it. I've not found that anywhere. The only place that it was shown was one of the news services picked that up and reported it. My own service, which I pay $185 a month for, never had it. Said it was unconfirmed. I emailed the trade desk yesterday while we were in the room. I don't know if anyone was able to find that story or find if it was verified, but I can tell you on my end, I checked a number of sources and have nothing. So I don't know that it happened or did not happen. For those of you guys that are here on trial, I just want to cover one thing. Yeah, nothing in the time, nothing anywhere. I just want to cover one thing in the room. I don't no, Chuck, it wasn't that. There was a report on one of the news services that Iran had bombed a U.S. military base and there were a number of casualties. That was the actual report. It had nothing to do with Iran capturing a South Korean ship, but although that came out as well. So I'm not sure. Again, I don't believe it to be true. I can't confirm it. I don't believe it to be untrue either, I guess. It's just an unconfirmed rumor. I would think something of that magnitude would have been confirmed everywhere. Hey, Josh. BCC, this exact time last year, bombing base, number of casualties, January of 2020. Yeah, John, I'll do that. I'll go over that and explain the bot a little bit more. I just want to address those of you guys that are on trial. My members, which most of guys are here for a very long time, or traders, I should say. I don't mean to be gender specific. I have a lot of women traders in the room. In the room, I tend to talk about a lot of things. I'll talk about sports. I'll talk about politics. At times we've talked about religion, different things. In no way, shape, or form do I mean to be offensive to anybody. Now, for those of you guys that were in the room yesterday that are on trial, I don't think that there's anybody that probably misunderstood my particular belief and position. I am a Christian and I am a Republican. If anybody in this room is on trial and you happen to be a Democrat, I surely am not passing any judgment, and I surely am not meaning to be offensive. I did have a trial. Good morning, Marco. I did have a trial yesterday send me a somewhat scathing email because I happened to talk about politics. Again, I do not pass judgment on anyone. I would hope that no one passes judgment on me for my beliefs. Whatever anyone's beliefs and values are, I'm good with. But I do tend to talk a lot, and I talk about a lot of different things, and that's in an effort to engage the room, keep you guys on your toes, and more importantly, try to offset some of the stress that many of you feel while trading. So it is not meant to be judgmental. So if I have in any way, shape, or form offended anyone, that was never my intent. Never. In any event, let me quickly read the disclaimer. And I need this. I'll read the disclaimer and then I will get on with it. And then I'll go over some more stuff for you guys that are here on trial. There's not much to do at this point. Good morning, Patrick. U.S. government required disclaimer. Futures and options trading has large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the futures and options markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. This website is neither a solicitation, nor is it an offer to buy or sell futures or options. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed on the website. Past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. Carl, good morning. Hey, Dean, while I'm reading this, would you do me a favor, please? Would you give me my NASDAQ totals or the bot totals on the NASDAQ, YM, and gold? ES, if you have it. I'd like to share that with the trials. CFTC Rule 4.41, hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Since trades have not been executed, results may have under or overcompensated for the impact, if any, of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are subject to the fact that they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profits or losses similar to those shown. Jennifer, good morning. Carl, good morning. Guys, lastly, past performance is not indicative of future results. The fact that I may or may not take a trade or be in a trade does not lend any more or any less credence to the trade suggestion. Please trade according to your own risk tolerance as well as your account size. So let me do this. Let me go over the robot again for the benefit of those that are here on trial. I don't have any trades, so there's nothing to do in here that I see. I am watching gold, although it's fairly flat. Let me quickly check news. I doubt we have anything on a Tuesday that's of any significance. We do not. 10 o'clock, it looks like we have ISM manufacturing. Redbook retail sales is utterly insignificant. There is absolutely nothing today. No news. No news. So again, the session is recorded. Yesterday, I sent out the recording to all of my trials. You are all entered into my database, and I sent out an email at the end of the day, which had yesterday's recording for you to go back through and view. I'm assuming that you all received that. If someone for some reason did not, one, I would ask that you check spam or junk, because that's where benchmark email typically ends up. And if you guys did not, please send me an email and I will send you yesterday's recording as well as today's when we're done. But in any event, so let me explain this, the robot to you guys. Okay, I'm just going to show you a robot. Once again, most of you guys have probably seen or used robots before. What makes ours different, and one of the reasons that our robot is so incredibly profitable, is that it's rather unique. Most robots operate on some type of divergence. Right? So for instance, you get a down move and maybe they're using MACD or some kind of RSI, and they're looking for divergence on a down move for a long, or they're looking for divergence on an up move for a short. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I have a call coming in. Sorry about that, guys. One of the trials did not get an access link today. In any event, the robot that we have built is predicated on a multi-time frame analysis of moving averages. So the robot, as you can see, right, just to kind of give you, an idea of what we're looking at, these are moving averages, right? And in this instance, in this instance, your trigger on your primary chart would be here, right? We've got our moving averages crossing over. So one of the confusions is, oh, well, it's a simple moving average crossover. No, it is not. It absolutely is not, okay? That would be great if I were just trading moving averages, right, on my primary chart. I put a couple of moving averages on, whatever you want to use, 50 and 100, let's just say. When they cross, you take a trade, right? That's a basic, simple moving average crossover. What we have done is we have programmed into the robot multiple time frames of moving averages. So again, if you look at your left-hand side or my left-hand side of the screen, presumptively it's the left on yours, there are 4 time frames. In this instance, a 177 tick, a 233 tick, a 5-minute, and a 15-minute. Each of these are charts. So it would be no different if I were trading my primary chart and taking the trade here while simultaneously monitoring up to 4 different time frames. Okay? So that would be like me watching a 177 tick chart with the same moving averages, a 233 tick chart with these same moving averages, a 5-minute, a 15-minute, all with the same moving averages. Now these are filters. Now I can use no filters. If I take those off, I've unchecked them. Now it's a simple moving average crossover. That's all this is. Without the filters, it is a simple moving average crossover. Okay? Now when I check the box or check the time frames, I've added 1, 2, I can go to 4, 3, or 4, right? So now, if all of these were red, again, the more filters I use, good morning, Kath, the more filters I use, the fewer trades that I'm going to take. I currently am only using 2. So some might ask, why are you trading a 3-minute chart and you're not using, say, a 1-minute filter or a 5-minute filter? Great question. I can do that. Now I'm using a bigger time frame, right? But it's only 1. In our back testing and forward testing, we have determined, for some reason, that the 177 and the 233 tick, in conjunction with the 3-minute, perform the best. So it's a multiple time frame analysis of moving averages. We're using multiple charts to determine, are we going to take a trade or not? For those of you that have traded robotic systems or seen robotic systems, I know of no other system that does this. None that I'm aware of. And we've looked at innumerable robots. In fact, if you guys want to see something, yesterday the robots did about $3,500, just over $3,500. Take a look at Stryker Securities. Go take a look at all of their automated systems. They have over 2,000 fully automated systems that they trade. You can count on 2 hands the ones that are profitable. And the few that are profitable are trading on longer time frames, hourlies, 240 minutes, etc. Meaning they're not taking very many trades. Their day trading robots are an utter disaster. There is no day trading robot that competes with what we have assembled. Does that mean every single trade is going to be a winner? No, of course not. There's going to be losing trades. We had one in crude yesterday. But the fact of the matter is, this robot outtrades every other robot. Once again, stops and targets are not predetermined. Okay? Stops and targets are not predetermined. This is not a generic ATM, right? You guys are all familiar with an ATM strategy. You know, 3 contracts. I want to take 2 off at 10 ticks, 1 off at 15 ticks. Those are generic. They're made up. They're not based on anything. 20 tick stop. Why? Well, that's what I'm willing to lose. That's not trading. So the way that our targets, gold just went long on the 3-minute bot. The way that our, so I might as well show you this. The way that our robot works is that we're using average true range to determine stops and targets. For those of you that are unfamiliar with average true range, please look at it. If gold is going to have to break above 54.7 and it's going to go bananas. If anybody wants a manual trade, if you're not in the robot, 54.7 and gold goes bananas. So in addition to stops and targets, let me just show you a few more things. Again, I'm adding a few things, right? So here is my chart trader. Okay. I have break even button, which means at target 1, it'll automatically go to break even. I don't use it. And then I have the auto trail, which I can engage at any time throughout the trade. Okay. Gold is falling at that 54.6. And this may go straight to a loss. Support on gold is 49.9, just below where this is. I see it on another chart, maybe 49.5. So we'll see what we get here, guys. We do have 1,000 buyers. We've got some selling coming in, but I'll show the losing trades and as well as the winning trades. So it looks like we're going to start out with a losing trade. Okay, be that as it may. I don't think gold comes back much lower than 50. And the breakout on gold, just looking at order flow, is 54.7. Anybody have any questions on the robot? I will get you guys what our totals were last year. This is going to go to a loss. Now, again, I can close this out if I want. I can close the trade. I'll let it trade. It looks like we're just chopping around everywhere. I mean, markets are quiet. If you have the lifetime license, Marco, of Ninja, it's in the settings. If you do not, okay, yeah. So it's in the settings. Please look at the videos in the member area. It's there. It's right here, Delta. And we got sellers coming in. This is now going to short, and I'm not going to let it take the short. It may short. I'm not going to let it take the short. So I'm just going to turn the bot off. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I can see we're chopping around. Tim, you have to set an ATM of that. You have to build the ATM, and then the bot overrides the ATM. Nasdaq's going to come down to 625. So one of the other questions that I get, and I'll show it to you guys, is how do we come up with the settings? So what we have done is we have built our own strategy. Yes, it does, Renzo. So this is how we come up with our settings. So let me show you how this works. All right, so gold is out. It's a losing trade. Okay. This was built for us. Now Ninja, hey Ernest, if you would send me an email, please. I will not remember that after the room close. I apologize. At 58 years old, my memory is not what it used to be. Ninja Trader has backtesting capabilities. The problem with Ninja Trader's backtesting is it does not allow for assessing multiple time frames of averages. So here's how this works. This is how we come up with settings. So we go to optimization, our Target Trading Pro bot. So I want to check all fast period moving averages from 8, let's say, to 20. And then on the slow moving averages, I want to check, let's say, 21 to 50, just for the sake of conversation. Let's just back test 9:30 to 10, and let's do 11:30. Okay? So that's my parameters. 9:30 to 11:30. Then I come down here and let's skip the trends. I want to trade 3 contracts. And I want to take 2 off at target 1, 1 off at target 2. And let's just check from December 1st of 2020 to today. 1 month. Okay? And let's see here. So we're good there. So now we got to pick an instrument, right? What do we want to check? Let's check. I'm going to leave that there. Standard. Slippage. We'll go 2 ticks. Let's just check for the sake of conversation, NASDAQ. Okay, CL. You want to do CL. Okay. Let's do CL. Okay. Price. So we want to check, let's say, a 3-minute chart, right? Now I got to go back up to settings. Let's check it with we're coming down. Let's check a 1 minute. And let's check a 2-minute, just for the sake of conversation. Now I run it. So with these settings, it's going to give me parameters. Let's see if there's anything here worth trading. For those of you that are on trial and for those that may be newer members, this is available for purchase. It's $397. So trading a 3-minute chart using a 1 and 2 minute time frame loses us at best $1,240 on 54 trades. We know we have no interest in that, right? So what if I did a 2-minute and a 4-minute? And again, this is how the bot comes about. You know, it can be a little bit monotonous and tedious, and we keep playing with settings until we find something that works. So over the last month, this would have made you $920 after fees. Okay, not bad. Only took 8 trades, but 75% winning trades. So let's assume this is something we wanted to work with. Profit factor at 2.61. Let's assume we wanted to work with this, right? Now what? So I come over here to the first one, which is the highest profitability, and I hover over here, and it's telling me I need 10 and 33 moving averages. 10 for the fast, 33 for the slow. ATR period has to be 14. Stop loss is 10 ticks, et cetera, right? But we can probably do better and refine this. I mean, nobody would cry about making $920 over the last 4 weeks, especially if you had six winning trades out of 8, right? Not bad. You lost $570 on short trades, netted $610, and netted $310 on long trades. I can further filter that out. If I wanted to go and add, let's just say, I want to add another trend in there. So let's go to, we're doing a 3-minute. Let's add a 5-minute in there. And see if this changes anything. So $900 in the last 4 weeks. Not bad, not great. Nothing I'd be interested in, but that doesn't help. That doesn't help. Takes fewer trades. So you see why we use tick charts. But long story short, this is how we come up with our settings. It's painstakingly slow, but when you've optimized the bot and you've optimized the settings, this is what you get. Now, there's one last aspect, and I'm going to share it in a second. This makes 680 bucks, takes 2 trades. Again, that's how we optimize the robot. Okay? And here's gold. Came down, took me out. It's available. I don't know why you think it's not available. Yeah. No, send me an email, Steve. Send me an email. Do you need the strategy analyze? No, you don't. So let me show you why you do not, right? I'll show you. Anybody that decides to become a member goes to the website. Here's the website. Okay? In here, I have a member area, which is password protected. And in the member area, we have a number of things. As a new member, anyone that decides to join every week or 2 weeks, depending on when I do the links, you'll log in to get the room access. I don't send it. You just log in to get it. When I do education, the link goes here. Okay? Here I have a manual. So for instance, if you don't know how to build a chart, go to the manual. It tells you how to install the bot, how to build a chart with videos. I've done videos for each one of these things. Okay? Here, this is all education that I've done on the robot and cover everything in the robot. Here are all the settings that we have found to be viable. So one of the questions that comes up, and it came up with a trial today, if I purchase the robot, am I on my own? It does, Renzo. Yeah. Am I on my own? Do I have to figure out the settings and the moving averages and all this? And no, it's all done for you. We've done it. Now, let me say this. If you guys want to trade European session, the settings are going to be the same, but I haven't optimized Europe. If you guys trade soybeans or cattle or lean hogs, I've not optimized any of that. I can do it for you if you want me to, but these are optimized for New York Stock Exchange times. Now, when I change a setting or alter a setting, when I go back, one of the trials just asked me that, you'll notice these are in red. I alert you guys to when things change. Everybody goes into an email database as a member, and I will alert you guys and say, hey, we've changed things. No, Chuck. So those settings are all optimized, and it's up to the individual user to decide what they want to use. Now, let me say this. For those of you guys that don't know Dr. Dean Handley, if you guys do not know Dean and his failing system, I will introduce Dean later in the week and let him come in and speak. Dean will be doing education on Saturday, this Saturday. For newer bot owners, I think it is imperative that you guys attend that education. It's $199. Why do I think it's imperative? Because Dean has optimized the bots even further. For instance, Dean can tell you on Monday, the NASDAQ makes X amount of dollars. On Thursday, I don't run NASDAQ bots. Why? NASDAQ doesn't make money on Thursday. How come? Who knows? Who cares? It just does not. Dean, are you in the room? I know he's logged in. I'm not sure if he's listening. But just to give you kind of rough parameters, the NASDAQ trading 3 contracts since last year, March, made over $75,000. But on Thursdays, it loses money. It lost $16,000 on Thursdays. Yes, he is, Renzo. It loses money on Thursdays. Why? I don't know. It does. What's the best day to trade the YM? I know Wednesday is. Why? I don't know. It just is. So the bots are optimized, but what Dean has done, based on hundreds of thousands of mathematical progressions, is further optimized them to day of the week. There are some days that the NASDAQ, for instance, just doesn't lose a penny. There are some days, like Thursdays, it makes money one day and loses it the next Thursday. So for those of you that are newer members and those that may be considering membership, if you join, I strongly recommend that you pay the $199. You join his education. You will get his spreadsheets, which are staggering. For those of you that don't know Dean, the guy's got more initials after his name than anybody on the planet. He literally is an MD, an MBA, PhD, JD, no joke. And he's just, again, he has mathematically mapped out every single and extrapolated this out for hundreds of thousands of trades on every instrument: gold, NASDAQ, ES, YM. Well worth the time. All right, let's see if we can't make some money. Anybody have any questions? Anything? Guys, it's an incredible tool. We took a loss on that gold. Gold is flat today. The markets are flat overall. So we'll see what we can come up with. I just missed a NASDAQ trade. I have gold on. I mean, Chuck, you should know. You've been in the room enough. I have, good morning, Lloyd. I have gold on currently, which I turn on at 8 o'clock. Hey, Patrick, it is Tuesday. Yep. And I have nothing else on. So, no, that's one off, Renzo. One off. Yep, one time. He does do updates, Don. Yeah, he updates every single trade. So every single time the bot takes a trade, he plugs it into his computer. And much like an exponential moving average. No, that's Lloyd, that's education on Saturday with Dr. Dean Handley. And much like an exponential moving average, the older data falls off. I mean, it's pretty impressive stuff that he's done. Big day in Georgia today, fellas. You have the runoff. That is true, Chuck. Yes, he does, Stephen. He updates them every week. All right, guys, let's see what we can come up with. Mike, I will get you the results. Hang on one second. I enjoy listening to those that are, but I myself am not a conspiracy theorist. You know, Tim, I think if the Democrats should win the run, okay. So, guys, let me come back to that, Tim. All right, so here NQ over the last. That can't be right, Dean. Look at your NASDAQ. Gold over the last 11 months has made $61,108. YM over the last 6 months, $22,895. NASDAQ over the last 10 months. Are you guys sitting down? Everybody ready for this? Drum roll, please. In the last 10 months, the NASDAQ has made $107,708. 107,708. So, if you traded as Dean trades, that's on 3 contracts. If you trade as Dean trades, which is why I encourage you all to attend his lecture on Saturday, it is $199. Gold has made $61,108. YM has made 22,895. And the NASDAQ has made 107,708 for a total of $191,711. We are definitely not charging enough for the bot. And those are numbers that are good through 11:30 a.m., generally done by 10:30. I can show it. Yeah. Yeah, gold is, god darn gold. It's definitely not a short. I still like gold, guys. It's a long. If gold breaks out above 54.7, it's a long. It's right here. Right here. Gold is a long, fellas. That's with Dean settings. Trading hours on that performance. So here, let me do this. Well, I don't want that. Let me do this for you guys. And this way here, you'll have it memorialized. How's that? Okay, so bot trading hours are from 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time through 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Those are the trading hours that you guys would want to trade. Okay? That is correct, Lisa. Order flow is based on VWAP and all of that. Okay? So here are your totals. Once again. Over the past 11 months, NQ plus 107,708. I got to go back and get the totals, guys. I am positive about the hours. Yes, thank you. Hang on, guys. Let me go back and get the totals. GC. $61,108. YM. $22,895. Last 6 months. Okay. Okay. Those are your totals. Those are bot totals. If you trade as Dean trades them. Now, I generally do not. I apologize. Dean trades through 10:30 a.m., not 11:30. Those are from actual trades, Peter. Those are not hypothetical trades. Those were actual trades. Okay. There is no stop loss settings listed, Tyler. The reason there are no stop loss settings listed is because it's an ATR number, not a number. For instance, it doesn't say 40 ticks. It's an ATR number. So if you look in the member area, or if you go through the member video, the educational videos, I explain all that in the videos. The reason I don't put them in the settings is because I use the same ATR setting on my stop and trailing stop from day one. It's never changed. So it's in the videos. Yes, Ernest, it's 3 contracts across the board. Now, Dean, again, no, it's a one-off, Renzo. So he's going to do, no, the default setting is wrong. Tyler, the default setting is wrong. It's 2.0. My setting is 2.5. And then the trailing stop is 2.2 default. I use 2.5. Again, it's in the videos, fellas. The webinar that he is doing this week oh, you're welcome. For anyone that's new is $199. When Dean does follow-up or subsequent webinars, when he's collected data and something may have changed or somebody wants a refresher course, he charges $50. His webinars go a couple hours, but you get his spreadsheets, which are invaluable. Guys, it's years. Listen, I don't derive anything from this, right? Other than wanting you guys to maximize your profitability. Okay, I don't get anything from the 199. Dean does this. This is years worth of data, not just 3 months worth of data, years worth of data, and mathematically extrapolated out. He also does, for those of you that are interested, pullback entries. We're going to be doing that next month in the room as well. We're going to, start showing that in February, pullback entries, adding in on pullbacks, etc. But you get all of his years worth of accumulated data, and that's why his numbers, frankly, are better than mine. Now, today is Tuesday. I have no idea if Dean is trading gold. Dean, do you trade gold on Tuesday? Somebody that's taken his course can probably tell me. Anybody? Dean does not trade gold on Tuesday, so he did not take that gold short. And Dean will, for $50, he'll also set up all your. Dean doesn't trade any bots on Tuesday. There you have it. That does not mean I will not trade gold or anything else on Tuesday. I will. Now, again, my numbers differ from Dean's. While I'm profitable, he is immensely profitable. Now, again, Dean's bot numbers and what he does or does not trade have no bearing on order flow. None. I still think gold is NASDAQ's coming down to 605. That's the area I really like for a long. We can trade it back to 631 and potentially higher.
Order filled.
OPEC is reconvening later today. That's what we've got to go through, fellas. That's what has to go on. That's what has to go on gold. If that breaks out, gold's going to go nuts. Crude, I'd like to see it ideally tag 47.95. Guys, it's a flat morning. You're already long at 53.8. Yeah.
Target filled.
The bot's long again, guys. And first target just got smacked. Hang on, guys. Hang on. The bot just took a bot is long on gold again as well. I told you if it's going to break out. I moved that out to third target. It's just not wanting to break. It's a long, 15 minutes long. Let me see what I'm looking at here. Still flat. Support on gold will probably come in at 53. NASDAQ, I have nothing. It looks like it's trying for a long. It's got to break up again here. We do have small buyers. Come on. Pop this. Do I have dead air? Guys, can you hear me? Fellas, sound check. Should be good. Okay, thank you. NASDAQ looks like it wants 575, fellas. NASDAQ's coming down. It's coming down to 606 anyways. Next candle's in 32 seconds. We'll see what we get. NASDAQ's coming down to 606. Yeah, go ahead, Tim. Go ahead. Oh, you're curious what if the Democrats win Georgia and they control all three branches, I think you will probably see a monstrous. So here is what I think you'll see. Probably a monstrous stimulus package. Remember Pelosi, they wanted 3.2 bill they wanted 3.2, and I think the package that was just authorized was what, 900 billion? They wanted 3.2 trillion. So I think you'll see, which will be good for the markets. It's also gold. I think this is the last you're going to see gold at these levels. My belief is, and I hate to say this, that the Democrats are going to win the runoff. As much as it, again, not what I want to see, but I think they win the runoff. And I think you'll see a huge stimulus package passed quickly once Biden gets in office. And I think that's why gold is breaking out. I think this is the last you'll be able to buy gold. My opinion. I don't think you'll be able to buy gold for under $2,000. Dollar is going to get massacred. The offsetting concern for the markets is, does Biden shut? And I am not of the ilk that believe Trump is going nowhere. I know that there are many that believe Trump is not leaving the White House. I don't believe that. I suspect that my concern, one concern for the economy is that Biden shuts it down. Yeah, I think he's leaving. I know that there's a lot of people that believe he's not, and he's going to, enact the Insurrection Act, blah 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 blah. I don't believe so. Yeah, neither am I. But it is what it is. I think that what will happen in the long pull of things is the Democrats will utterly destroy the economy. And in 2 years, all their theories are good, right? Socialism works in theory, does not work in reality. But in 2 years, the Republicans will probably take the House. Yeah, well, Paul, I think they're going to lose Georgia. I don't know if you've seen this. I know you live there, and I was there for many, many years. Warnock and what's his name have each raised over $100 million. Do you know that 75% of that money has come from California? Not even Georgians. I hope I'm wrong. We'll know tonight, right? So this looks like it's going to just go for first target. I will take this off. I'm not going to let that go to another stop. It got first target only. Again, the markets are fairly flat right now, guys. There's almost no direction. Small breakout and a pullback. Crude took a hit, is out again. I think it's going to sell. Guys, it's 9 o'clock. This is where I take my breakfast break. I will be back. I'll be back, guys. Go get coffee, stretch your leg. All right, guys. This fired while I was away. Let me get some bots on here. Whoop. I gave you guys crude on an order flow trade. Okay. A couple of guys took it. Guys, we have just under 5 minutes. Yeah, gold is chopping around. Gold is doing nothing today. It looks like it may break lower. But hang on, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Caleb, yesterday's recording was sent to everybody. It is posted to YouTube and Vimeo alike. If you send me an email, I will send you yesterday's. Here comes 47 ticks on crude. It hit target, didn't fill. Hit target, did not fill. I'm actually going to move this out further, and I'm going to manually move that to first target. If we break above this, I'll manually move to second target. the stop to second target at 33 ticks. There we go. So I've moved my stop manually. Hang on, guys. All right, guys. So we've hit third target at 47 ticks. My stop is at 33 ticks. And crude was a perfect long. If you remember, I said I'd like to see us tag VWAP. We hit VWAP. I gave it to you guys right in here, 22, 23. If anybody took it, home run. Let's see here, guys. Gold, basically doing squat. I am not buying into this NASDAQ long. Saudis have reached a compromise to keep production steady. We're open. Pay attention, fellas. We're open. Let this NASDAQ do what it wants. There goes crude. Let me see where the hell we can get. 49.50. I'm going to go to 50 on this crude. All right, guys, watch for the NASDAQ. I'm watching NASDAQ shorts. Let's see what happens in here. Right at VWAP. Yeah, the Unirank on the NASDAQ was a huge winner. Let it go. We'll get a pull. If we like, this is where we should fail. We should fail right here on NASDAQ. Let's see what happens. Still the opening imbalance, so I'm not. All right, I've moved to third target at 47 ticks on crude. NASDAQ just got all three targets off the rip on the long on the 3-minute bot. I don't have it on. I will. Gold is rolling over. It's coming back to VWAP. Dun, 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 dun. All right, guys, my bots are on. NASDAQ might get to 735. YM on a tear. I'm getting ready to short NASDAQ, so pay attention. Nice job, Patrick. $1,820.20. Fastest trade you've ever had. ES. Let me move this so I can see. All right, guys, get ready for a NASDAQ short. My NASDAQ short is going to be 73. I'll try a 73 short on NASDAQ on a down move. It's not going to short. $51 is support. All right. I'm not going to.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
OPEC meeting is delayed. Okay, NASDAQ, you're above VWAP. Everything is taken off. I think gold is going to come down. If it breaks through VWAP, gold's going to come down. Guys, this is a $750 runner, $720 runner on crude. Let them go. Bid in Apple, no bid in Netflix. Let me go to Tesla. See what Tesla's doing. Oh, this is interesting. All right, guys, gold is going to short on the 3-minute. Damn it. Gold is getting hit. Dollar index is bid. Looks like we're going to 34 on the NASDAQ. Bid in the Russell. If gold comes below 31, that would be an interesting long. There's that 01 target I had. If ES breaks above 0450, it's going to keep going. We're going to 34, guys, on NASDAQ is what it looks like. Oh, you're welcome, Ron. There we go. We have now net buying in the NASDAQ of 370 contracts. We have net buyers. If anybody wants to try a small gold long, you may get a gold long here back to VWAP and then, back up into 50. Gold, there goes gold. Your first target would be 48.2, 48.3 area.
The details have been agreed upon, but again, OPEC Plus factories purchase the February oil output to roll over at the same level. Continued reported here.
OPEC Plus has reached an agreement to maintain the same level. Let me see what the dollar's doing. Nothing. Nothing. NASDAQ stalling here at 21, but still buyers losing some. Going to be out on crude here. 6,000 buyers. Good. No, not yet. I mean, we've exceeded third target, fellas. So it's all free from here. There's gold. Anybody take gold? Anybody take gold? You got target 1. Anybody take gold long? You got target 1. Okay. I would be at break even. Next target up, I would say 51.52 on gold. Okay, fellas. Nice job. NASDAQ still going. Let it go. Let it go. ES is breaking out like a bandit as well. We'll get him. Well, we exceeded that 34. Now we're going into way overbought. Damn, I missed a hell of a trade. I would think so, Chris, but we'll see what we get. I'm watching it on order flow. I don't have a short yet. Crude is just kind of sitting. I'm going to move it off the screen so I can see other. I mean, we're well above third target, so it's. ES initial support is going to be 06. You'll get a bounce off 06, it looks like. NASDAQ on the bot looks like it's going to try this again on a short. I don't know. I don't have a short yet, Lisa. We are overbought. NASDAQ as well. We'll get a pullback, guys. I'll get a short, and then we'll get a long again if it wants longs. I missed the opening move. That's fine. Got all morning, guys.
Order submitted. Order canceled.
This crude trade is still on. There's 80 ticks in crude. I've cinched my stop up pretty close. But you got 79 ticks, 80 ticks in crude right now in that last contract. Oh, missed my Russell short. Russell's looks like it wants VWAP. If you guys want to try a Russell short, let's see what we do here. I want to see it stop about here. NASDAQ does not want to move. Russell's a short. Gold. Next target up here, 51, 52. First target is filled on gold. Russell doesn't want to move. NASDAQ, ES, basically all flat. Golly. All I can do is watch. All I can do is watch, guys. Looks like we're going to 807 on the NASDAQ. I guess we're going to wait. I guess we're going to wait on ISM. It's a small miss. Not going to have any real effect. 56.6 versus 57.5. I gave GC long down here at 46 and change. Hello, Magnus. First target's already off. Final target 52. If crude breaks above 65, 66, it's going over 50 bucks. All right, we're starting to roll a bit. No. Come on. Where's my NASDAQ? There we go. This can't be for ISM. It's not that big a number. NASDAQ's coming back to 34. 41 first and then 34. Small sellers in here, nothing. Sit tight, guys. I have nothing anywhere. That crude trade is still on. It's up 97 ticks on the runner. $97 ticks on crude. I mean, this expensive coffee. Yeah. I still like Russell shorts, fellas. Almost no movement. I guess ISM is out. Higher than expected. Employment 51.5 versus 48.4. All right, guys. Highest reading since August of 2018. ES headed to 17. Better than expected readings across the board, guys. Wonder if somebody knew that. That crude trade runner is now up better than $1,000. Here's crude up $1,030 on the runner. I got to get a pullback if I want longs. All right, I'm going to try a small short on the NASDAQ. I'm trying to short again on this NASDAQ. First target, 32.50. $32.50. Come on, seriously? Came within ticks of my target. Come on. Boy, this thing is volatile as heck. Got small sellers in here. Not much. All right, guys.
Order filled.
And we still sit. I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. Missed my target by a couple of ticks. I'm out. The bot is long.
Target filled.
First target filled.
Target filled.
Second target filled on the bot.
Target filled.
All three targets hit on the bot. And crude is still going. If crude gets above here, we got to get above 80 now.
Target filled.
Target filled where? Oh, Russell. I'm not even paying attention. Russell went long on the bot. Here is Russell. And here is crude. Crude's now up 1,200. Crude is up 1,200 on the runner. 1190, 1170.
Stop filled.
Russell out on the runner. Sellers in the NASDAQ now. It still looks short to me too. I mean, we're way overbought, but be that as it may, I got buyers. I know we're coming back to VWAP. We're extended here. I'm going to get this short. God, this NASDAQ, man. It's going to 807, fellas. Maybe 810. I can't get a pullback to an area I want to be long. So there's nothing I can do with that. Gold looks like, well, it's negative delta now.
$367.4 billion Czech krona.
That's why you love CL. I mean, we've got no
He will be the one presiding over the certification roll call while a ceremonial position usually taken up by the vice president.
Yeah, but generally not 100 ticks in crude. Better in the European session. 1009. We got to get a pullback, fellas. Got 1,500 net buyers in the NASDAQ today. We had enormous sellers yesterday. Yeah, I trade the euro on occasion. There's not enough movement in our cash session. I'll trade it when there's news on the euro. But Short of that, no interest. Really, it comes down to screen space. Utterly and completely boring. It's nothing, Robert. That square around the current candle is just giving me a visual reference because I watched so many charts from the current candle to the previous candle. That's it. It's nothing. I mean, I'll gladly send it to any of the members, but I don't use it for anything other than a quick, where am I at? I mean, this crude is ridiculous. This $1,200 runner, ridiculous. So we've had a directional move up. We've had a one directional, pretty strong directional move up. Yeah, beauty of the bot is you can sleep and it can trade. And we can't get a pullback. And crude is on its way to Pluto. Get ready to pay more at the pump, fellas. Russell to me looks like it's short. I have Russell short all the way down. I do have Russell short down to back to VWAP. Right. I mean, if we get below this 63.1, it should come right down. Here it is, right here. If you guys want to try a Russell short, you can try a Russell short. It's got to take 63.1.
Order filled.
First target is VWAP. This doesn't want to sell either, but it should. This NASDAQ is confounding. We've got to come down on NASDAQ. Got to come down on NASDAQ. NASDAQ should come back down to 34. It's just drifting. Russell broke that support. Stop is 67.9. What a ho-hum trade. All right, Ken. The only bot trade on is this crude. Come on, get down below 53. Well, the ES on the 15-minute hit first target. Patrick, you got first target. Guys, I still think this has got to flip. This is just too boring for me. YM is a long 215. YM's a long. Not a pullback. We're going to 812. You have a target at 812 on NASDAQ long. Now we're pulling back. Come on, come back to 34. Come back to 34.
Target filled.
All right, guys. We do have a trade here. Hang on, guys. On the bot. Come on. I think this has to come back to 34. Crude looks like it's going to take us out with just over 100 ticks.
Stop filled.
Out on crude. Just over 100 ticks. I still like YM long. I like crude, NASDAQ back to 34 half.
Target filled.
Our second target. And I'll let it auto trail. Come on to VWAP. NASDAQ has support at 35. If it breaks 35.
Target filled.
There we go. Got it. I knew it had to come back. Son of a pup. We can't run that far.
Order filled.
Something.
Stop filled.
Oh, hang on.
Order filled.
All right. Tesla just took a long on the bot on a 5-minute chart. Here's Tesla. One contract. But if you guys trade options, this is an interesting option, right? A call option. So it fired the long at 33 with a first target at 40. Not paying attention to this at all.
They have not indicated that Pence won't be involved in the application process tomorrow.
Here comes NASDAQ back to VWAP. About time. Still 1,100 buyers, guys. Yep, it's longs. This came down, didn't come to VWAP. I wasn't paying attention to it. Gold has buyers probably to 50.2, 50.3 on gold. NASDAQ, I got to see tag VWAP from here. Russell's going the other way. They're buying RTY. Come on, NASDAQ, come down to 07. I really want to see 650. Would be great. Yes, that is correct, Dirk. Fellas, at this point, I have no bot trades. Nothing. Bots are currently green $1,180. ES looks like it's going to give a short on the Uniranko. Come on, come to VWAP. Hey, Frederick. I like Rick. I like silver, but nobody likes to trade it in the room, so I stopped trading it. If you look at my older videos, I have settings for silver. Hang on, William. Look at Tesla. So again, most of us are not going to trade enough shares of Tesla. You know, 1,000 shares at $700. Nobody's going to trade that to make a couple $1,000. But call options. NASDAQ's going to turn back up. $15-minute candle is not attractive. There goes gold above VWAP. Target on gold is 50.3 if anybody took that. Anybody take gold? Anybody long gold? I expect after this runoff today, okay, guys, I expect after your target just got hit 50.2, 50.3. Now it's free trade. Now it's a free trade. I expect that after this runoff today, this market will be drastically different tomorrow. Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I'll show it to you on order flow. Here's silver. 580 first target. Rick, 580. There's silver. So your first target is about 580, 575. And then a free trade, maybe up to 680. I love silver, but guys don't want to trade it. They're afraid of it. We're going higher on silver. You see how we're pulling this overhead resistance lower, Rick? And I teach this in order flow. So our 68% area of daily distribution is getting pulled down. This is going to go up through, back up into the highs. Here's gold, conversely. Gold is 52.3, 52.2, 52.4. Next target up on gold. For those of you guys that are in it, first target is done. Natural gas is in Nowheresville. NASDAQ, we're stuck now here at 68 area, basically here. And I still think NASDAQ's coming down, but God. Yeah, I know. I like trading silver too. It just, silver doesn't always follow the handbook. But, it's same thing with gold. It's heavily manipulated by the CME. It's paper. They can't do it with physical gold. Guys, I'm just going to grab a cup of coffee. All right, guys, I'm back. NASDAQ's coming down to that VWAP. Damn it. My bot's on it. Didn't take a short. Missed a short. That's the downside to a Unirenko. It's a hollow candle. And I have it set for a 1-tick offset. ES Unirenko is a short at 97.25. Oh, you're welcome, Rick. I love trading silver. Again, I've got bot settings for silver. Come on, NASDAQ. What are you going to do? Give me VWAP. Here's NASDAQ. They're selling them all back. Here's VWAP. We got to come to VWAP, guys. OPEC Plus meeting has reconvened. They will keep output steady through February and ratchet back up in March. And this Russell still will not come to VWAP. It's trying. Okay, Patrick. How'd you do today? You kill it again? Guys, I hate slow markets. Volume is good. What do we got? Nasty. You did over $6,000 today? Nice job. No, the RTY trade is not a bot trade. No. All right, so if you're new to Ninja, you have no choice but to use Ninja. Mr. Nguyen, you have to use Ninja. You have to go through Ninja brokerage. Nice job, Patrick. Really nice job. Guys, it's a fairly dead market. No. Bot. Raymond, bot. Yeah. Patrick. 8. Robert, Ninja 8. How many contracts are you trading? Just are you 3s or more? I don't know. 5. He's trading 5s. Guys, crude was a huge winner. I mean, the runner alone was over 1,000. So even with the gold loss and a loss on the Ninja, on the NASDAQ, on that Unirenko, right? The bot, crude more than made up for it. If I would have stayed in the ES yesterday, you would have made over 25,000. Yeah. I mean, this is setting up again for a stinking long. If you guys want to try a NASDAQ long, it's above this 48, and then you got to take 51, but it's a long. I mean, look at this Russell. It's just sitting, guys. I mean, this is a trade I'm fixing to kill. It's just not worth it. You have 400 sellers in the Russell. Okay, Patrick, see you tomorrow morning. Gold is quiet. NASDAQ's fairly quiet. I still like NASDAQ long, but it's got to come for me above 50. 50 half is where I would take NASDAQ long, but
Order submitted.
there. Here's order flow. We've only got 500 buyers left. We have pulled this lower. Gold is making another move, but gold again has resistance. Yeah, it's got to get through about 51.3. ES is interesting here at 98, 97.50, but
Order canceled.
here we come to VWAP. That's what we want to see. They're going to sell them all back into VWAP. Will be negative delta.
Selling 3 million sterling of the 2028 gilt on January 12th.
Gold is longs, guys. Gold is longs. It's not shorts. You're just going to have to sit with it. Came back into VWAP again and bounced, but it's not shorts. NASDAQ, if you look at a 5-minute candle, is hideous. Silver is parked. Here's ES. ES is coming down. Guys, my personal opinion is these markets are going to sell late in the day. Watch gold. All buyers. Stack buyers. Buy longs. Silver's moving up. It's got to take that swing. It goes to that first target. But here's gold. It's all buyers. Totally different trade than yesterday, huh? Almost no volatility. We've gotten one directional move, and that's it. This has given, money several times, just won't come down. Yeah, I understand, Renzo. See you tomorrow. Cheers. Come on, NASDAQ. Come on down to VWAP. ES is leading. NASDAQ should follow. Russell's trying to dump again. There we go on NASDAQ. There we go. Negative delta. Finally. Sold them all back. Got to tag VWAP, guys. We're in the middle of nowhere here. I can't buy this. I have to come to VWAP. ES is coming down nicely. NASDAQ should come down to 705. There we go. Finally getting a move on Russell. God, that was torturous. And it still won't dump to VWAP. Neither will NASDAQ yet. It's coming, guys. I promise you, it's coming to VWAP. It's holding this huge buyer imbalance in here. What's KIN? And you mean all of them? Yeah. I think, listen, these markets, anybody that's a bull in this market is naive. Biden's going to undo all the corporate tax cuts. Everyone. I don't think so, Chris. I think that I think that Loeffler loses badly, and I think Purdue is 50-50. All right, we're finally getting VWAP. And Russell is almost to VWAP. Anybody holding Russell? This has been a painful trade. Painfully slow. Anybody holding Russell? I do. Mr. Nguyen, I do. Look at this bounce. We don't even tag VWAP. Here's what I have for targets on NASDAQ. 656 on the downside, 812 on the top side, but I don't think we can get to 800. What a nice bounce, but off nothing. See you tomorrow, Chris. Pollsters say Loeffler is up 6 and Purdue up 2. Well, I don't have much faith in polls. I say Loeffler loses. I hope not. I mean, I hope she doesn't, but all right, guys, this is beyond all I can take here. I've gone as far as I can go. This is beyond boring. I cannot take this long because I didn't tag VWAP. I've got to come to VWAP. ES has done its job. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's kind of like trying to jump into a boat that's not on the dock, Chuck. 6 feet from the dock isn't enough. It's coming to VWAP. It's got to come to VWAP, or else I can't take a trade. I'll sit on my hands. I'll do nothing. I cannot take a trade. I need lower to go long, higher to go short. There's nothing I can do in this zone here. Nothing. The Russell trade may be the most boring trade I've seen in like 100 years. If it gets there, great. Gold is quiet. He's calling a split in Georgia, somebody. Well, I have more. Yeah, I agree, Ray. Waiting on the election. I agree. I have more. I believe the probabilities favor Purdue. Come on, Russell. He has Purdue winning. I think the last I saw, Purdue is at 50. Look at this. Purdue is at 54%, and Loeffler was at 38%. Got a long trying on YM, and this is going to take me out. Now I have no news. It's out. Guys, I refuse to take a trade on this. Refuse. Crude is making another move. The second one, Chuck. Here is that Tesla trade, right? So Tesla's got a first target at 40.89. Again, if you'd have bought options when it was at 32, you could have bought 730s or just out of the money 35s, and you'd be making money on the options. You took the January 29th expires 730 strike, 2 contracts, one off and one going. Okay, so Joe, what did you pay for the 730 call? So you bought in the money calls. What did you pay for the in the money call? That's where this is great. Nobody's going to buy 1,000 shares of Tesla. Or very few people are going to buy 1,000 shares of Tesla. I mean, to be up $5,000 on a $700,000 trade? Yeah, I don't think so. So you got to trade the options. So one of my members bought 730 calls, $2 in the money. He paid $53.85. What is the current price of the 730 call? 55.68. So he's basically made almost $2 and probably still going. And if it gets to that target, he'll probably make $3.50 per call, right? It's money, guys. If you bought one contract for $5,300, almost $5,400. But, look, let's say, forget about Tesla. What about Facebook? Something cheaper. Let's come down to the NASDAQ. Here's Facebook. Nope, not wrong one. Facebook doesn't have a trade. On the bot, no trade. Anybody have any questions? I realize this is about as boring as it gets. Anybody have any questions? So market crash, we have. Well, the way that mine is set up and the way it is out of the box, Mr. Nguyen, is you have a 1 tick offset. So you either get filled at the market or market plus 1 tick. If not, there's no fill. Let me go back to Tesla for you. $40.89. And 44.05 and 48.63. Bonds are selling. Gold is pulling back off one standard. And I should have been long 51 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ's going to 64. Guys, we got all week. The bots are up $1,180. I have no issue with sitting and making a few bucks as opposed to we give them back half of yesterday. Unless I can get to VWAP, I cannot take a trade. I did miss a YM trade. I did miss an ES trade. Crude is headed over $50. Unbelievable. I use them as entries. Yes. Yep. We'll get it. We got 30 minutes. You can take a long on the ES at 3,700, 3,701. It may only go to 02 half or 03. Small trade. ES has 14,000 net sellers, guys. Negative delta's been increasing. All right, I'm going to try a small short on the NASDAQ. Right there. I just cannot get a damn target. Cannot get a target. Everything is within a couple of ticks. Come on, are you kidding me?
Target filled.
There's target. There's one target. Next target is VWAP. There's 14, 15 handles. I don't know why that's not showing as currency. Now it's showing as currency. So I got first target, and this still does not want to hit VWAP. Just utterly annoying. We're back to a small negative delta. There it comes. Come on, give me that VWAP. Oh, it tagged it and didn't fill me. You are a dog. It hit VWAP and didn't fill me. Look at this bounce off 12. Come on, seriously? Negative delta is increasing strongly. We're up to 500. Come on, you stinker. 2 ticks.
Target filled.
Got it. Target filled. Now I've got it. Now you got a free trade. Anybody that took this trade, free trade. We could bounce back to 41 or dump down to 651. Gold is a short down to 43.9, 44. You got about 20 ticks in it. Gold is a short. Nice job, Chris. Anybody take the short on the NASDAQ? Okay, Aspen. Okay, guys. Now we need a break. All right, fellas. Nice job, Ray. And it just sits. We're just sitting. If it takes the last one out at break even, so what? Missed, stepped away, no worries. Yeah, we got all week, Paul. It's been a slow trade. They bought back some contracts in here. We hit VWAP. That's to be expected. If we get a break below VWAP, though, it's going to get hit. This could bounce right back to 41. If we drop below VWAP, this could get hit. Right back into VWAP, not touching it here as a long. ES is headed toward that one. Why, it's coming down. You used a made up stop, Ryan. That's a bad habit for you. It's a bad habit. On NQ, Jeff? Yeah, this could bounce back to 41.25. Ryan, it's a bad habit you have. You're using arbitrary stops. You can't do that. Apple is rolling over. Arbitrary stops, Chuck. Hang on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. All right, guys, I'm back. I do, Mr. Dwayne. What is it? What's your question? I might be able to answer it. You know, it's a common thing with a lot of traders. They use arbitrary stops, Chuck. For instance, I take a trade and I only want to lose 20 ticks. That's made up. That's not a real stop. Yeah, but if the stop is made up, it's not risk to reward. You're welcome, Joe. You know, it's self-defeating, isn't it? I use a 20 tick stop and a 40 tick target. So I have a 2-to-1 ratio. But if the stop needed to be 28 ticks, tell me how you did yourself any favors. You know, it just doesn't it doesn't behoove you unless again, if I give an order flow trade and somebody takes it, well, I mean, listen. Yesterday the bots did 3,500 bucks. Today I'm up 1,180 bucks at this point, right? So I mean, you trade them as you see fit. You can change that number to 1. And if you get taken out of 8 trades, tell me what you've solved. Too many guys are afraid to lose money. If you're afraid to lose money as a trader, don't trade. Do not trade. One of my guys is up $4,390 in 2 days, $2,180 early morning, all on the bots. All on bots. Part of the problem is some traders trade accounts that are really small. And then they overtrade. Here we come. We're going to break VWAP, guys. Then they overtrade. They got a $5,000 account. They put 3 contracts on. And when it goes against them $800, they're holding their breath. No way to trade. We're coming below VWAP. There we go. Now we're doomed. We're coming to 650. That's where I got this son of a gun coming, 650. It's going to want to hold VWAP. Real stop needs to be probably 55, which I don't like. But it's coming down. We're coming into the close of Europe. We should get selling into the close of Europe. And if I get a clean break of VWAP, I'll short it again. At 11:30, I will give you guys my totals. You've definitely been over trading. Yeah, that's a common thing too. That's common. The nice thing about the bots is it'll prevent over trading. If there's no trades, there's no trades. I mean, you guys see how quiet the bots are today, and they're still up money. There's only been a handful of trades today, fellas. So for, guys so just to give you an idea, on order flow trades, I am currently down 300 bucks on order flow, which is kind of an anomaly for me. But be that as it may, I'll get it into the close of Europe. Here, let's see. This is my indicator, the one I'm working on. Remember, Joel's not done with this. Remember, we only care about burgundy or blue. We do not care about green or red.
Order filled.
So there's my trade, right? There you go.
Target filled.
Come on down. See, it's wanting to stick at VWAP. I got to get this stupid swing here again at 08. Negative delta's hanging out around 500. Got to break small support here at 06. Come on, man. We just can't get any break, guys. I can't get a trade one direction or the other. Over 500 now. Now we're going, now it wants bounce back up and right back down. But I've got to get down through 04. I think this is coming here, 650. That's what I think we're going to see. Hanging out around 540, 525 negative delta. Small buyers, small sellers, guys. No break either way. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Europe is done in 15 minutes. We're just sitting on VWAP. Now we're closing in on 600 negative delta, 600 sellers. This is going back to 41. Come on, NASDAQ, get down here. Just sell them off. Come on, got to come down through 16.5, and it'll come back into VWAP. See it hold 16? Come on, it's got to break 16. It's holding this standard deviation here. Come on, break it. There it goes. Nope. There we go. Come on. There we go. There you go. Break the whole number. There you go. Come on. Right back to VWAP it wants to go. Now we're holding this floating at, there we go. Burgundy candles. Anybody short NASDAQ there? Anybody short? Anybody short? Okay, Aspen. Anybody else? Okay, guys, a lot of you. All right. It's a nice trade. Get ready to take your money. Okay, fellas. Target 1 is already off. I'm trying to get to 78, 79 area. 78 next, and then 51 final. Come on, break this down. Good Lord. I am on the close button, though, fellas. I need to break below 96. There we go. Come on. It held it. Unbelievable. Next 3-minute candle in 47 seconds, 45 seconds. That could be the one. Come on. 78. 78. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is the same trade, fellas. Got to 90. I want 12 more handles. This is a 15 range. On the black chart on the screen is a 30 range. Same instrument, just different time frames. We are at 1300 negative delta. Not interested in longs. We're at 1300. There we go. Come on, 78. Come on, 78. I'm on the close, fellas. You got 8 on, Ray? Nice. It's coming. It's coming. We're at 1400 net sellers. 1450. They're selling them. Come on, sell them into the close of Europe. 10 more minutes. Europe's gone. One more candle should get us to 78, 79. We're just below 1400, back above 1400 sellers. 1440, 50. I'm watching Delta. All sellers. We could pop back up to VWAP again. Rat dog. I'm out.
Order filled.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Just pay attention to my screen because the only thing I'm watching is NASDAQ, guys. I'm not interested in ES.
Order filled.
All right. Apple just shorted on the bot. Apple shorted on the bot. First target is 129.35. So if you trade options, you could buy a put on Apple. Let NASDAQ pop back up and dump again. If I weren't short, I could have taken that long at 95. I think this is going to dump. I think we come 51 to 55. Got to come down through 97 if we're going to short it. Right? Got to get below 97.5. Hang on, fellas. Not yet. I need one more candle. 8 minutes to go in Europe. Down to 1,200 net sellers. They bought a few hundred back. YM is bid. NASDAQ should go bid. ES has got a bid. ES is going to 96, 98, and 3,700. Those are targets on the ES. If you guys want to try an ES long, they bought back 400 cars. Gold is bid into the close. All right, guys. Come on. Got 100 buyers in this candle. Nothing. 98. 97. I would expect it to fail, right? We're below VWAP, negative delta. I would expect a failure. If it gets above VWAP and buyers come back in, then we could trade back to 40. Biden has chosen Wendy Sherman, whomever she is, to be Deputy Secretary of State.
Some members of the OPEC Plus group want the total production in February lower than
Nice, Joe. I'm watching it. Guys, this is just the most painful close ever. Let's see what we get right after the close. Give me 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys. And we're back above VWAP with buyers. We're going back to 34. Anybody take the ES trade at 94? You got first target. Anybody take ES at 94? Anybody? Nobody took ES. Okay, Aspen. Oh, okay, a bunch of you guys did. There you go, guys. You got first target. And second target at 98. Final target 01. All right, good job, guys. Down to 600. All right, guys. Okay, guys, good. You got your 98 target. So you got 4 handles now on the ES. Next level up is 01. It's free trade. There goes NASDAQ back to 40. NASDAQ's going to 40. It's got to get through 34 and then it goes to 40. Here's gold. I'll give you guys totals in a bit. Gold, you could be long here. Hang on, I'll show you. You want to be long gold 50.7.
Order submitted.
50.8.
Order canceled. Order submitted.
Canada is on track to have well over 1 million vaccine doses from Pfizer and Moderna by this month, January. Canada.
Let's see. All right. So NASDAQ may get a small pullback now into support around 1213. Watch for, you may get a small short here on the NASDAQ, but it's only into this area, 14. See you tomorrow, Ray. All right, guys. On the close of this candle, can also take it long. Right there.
Order filled.
Right there. And it's going nowhere. It's the same chart, just one is smaller. 15 range and 30 range. That's all. There you go. If you guys want some ticks into the close, take your ticks. This is a dink and dunk trade here. Should go to that 39. It's got to smash 5-minute resistance at 33.50, 34. If it gets above 34, it's going right to that 39 target from 29. It's 10 handles. Not huge.
Order filled.
Gold filled. Thank you. I should have been long at 13. What the hell is a mental stop? No. I got targets and a stop right here. The old mental stop. No. What do you mean you don't see my screen? Can you guys see my screen? Fellas? Oh, okay. Now, you can see it. Got it. If you guys want your ticks, take them. Your prerogative. Made money. This is all we're getting, though. Nothing. Come on. Go give me that 39. There it is. Look at this. Again, I'm off. I missed by a tick or 2 or 3. Just unbelievable today. I'll give you guys totals in a bit, as soon as we conclude this trade. Stops at break even. All right, I'm fixing to take money here. This should have gone. Come on, pop it. Pop it. Come on. Got buyers, guys. They're buying this negative delta right back down. Back down to 180 negative delta. There it goes. Should get it. There's nothing here. What are you pushing, man? Small 5-minute resistance. Give me 39 quarter. First target from 29 half. It's 10 handles. Thank you, Jeff. All right, I'm out.
Order failed.
I'm done. It's a waste of time. Chuck, I'm not doing education in the room, dude. You need to spend time in the room. You haven't been in the room in a few months. And I can't do education. I have over 100 trials. Oh, we got gold on, fellas. First target on gold. And apparently this went with no. First target on gold is 51.6.
Order submitted.
You got your 3,700. 6 handles on the ES, guys. There's 01. There's gold, first target. Come on, you rat dog. Hit first target, no fill. Hit it, no fill. To the tick. No fill. God, I hate that. Hit me to the tick. Got your 39. There you go, guys. NASDAQ 39.
Order failed.
I'm done with gold. For those of you guys that haven't seen this, which is all my trials, this is an indicator that I'm working on. All I care about are the burgundy candles or the blue candles. I do not care about red and green. All right, guys, let me give you totals. This is, let me turn that off. This is a position analyzer, which is also, you can trade off of it. The bots did $1,360 today. $1,360. Okay? $1,360 on the bots. Order flow from down times 0.5. Order flow based on 3 contracts up 557.20. Not a stellar day. Not a bad day. It's about $1,800 all the way around. Does anybody have any questions before we end? I have to quickly eat lunch, and then you're welcome, John. Jeff, I have our one-on-one. I'll send you a link in a minute here. Does anybody have any questions before we end? You're welcome,